Coming off the heels of New River Friends Fest, WOAY thought it was appropriate to discuss the challenges the New River National Park and Preserve continues to face in this environment of rampant cuts to federal funding. We spoke with Lizzie Watts, the former superintendent of the park, who has 40+ years of experience there. She was the 5th person hired when it was first made at National River, starting out as a seasonal employee. She is now a board member of the Friends of New River and certainly has the perspective to speak on the issue, and we welcomed her to share her thoughts.
This year, the country has seen significant cuts in federal funding to many departments and services. At the New River Gorge National Park and Preserve, 9 permanent employees accepted buyouts. However, their positions are not set to be filled. 3 other permanent positions were also lost.
I'm proud of how they handled this year. It was not easy for managers, it wasn't easy for supervisors, and I can guarantee you it wasn't easy for the field staff. They were sometimes doing 2 jobs instead of just 1. So they've done well. The long-term effect will really be seen next year.
Since transitioning from a national river to a national park, the New River Gorge has seen a 40% increase in visitation.
And so resources get really beat up too when visitation goes up, unless you can maintain it all the time. And I see that dwindling as money dwindles, as position dwindles. I think that's just normal. There will be an impact in the great public service that people expect in this park, and actually expect that of West Virginians.
Although not set in stone, the consensus is that next year the park will see a 6% base cut.
And unless we get permission to refill the ones that took the buyouts or took the retirements, right now we have no permission to fill behind that. That totally would be almost 20 positions gone in less than 2 years. And that's a huge hit in the workforce. Huge. And it will have an impact. And I really believe that the public will really see that impact.
Watts feels that there will be 2 places that visitors will notice a difference. One is in maintenance issues around grass cutting, trash, and restrooms.
And I think the one that bothers me the most is we will see an impact in visitor services at visitor centers and education programs. Those 2 things that I think directly have the most impact on how good of an experience you get when you come to a national park.
Just about every study on reducing stress and improving one's overall well-being cites spending more time in nature. And in an increasingly stressful world, our natural environment is literally a lifesaver.
So of all the way we spend tax dollars, this is one way that I'm very proud of, because it gives us the opportunity to be refreshed, to be renewed, to get recreational exercise, and to be inspired. And that's what inspires our next generation.
Of course, the impact of our national parks goes well beyond appreciating and preserving our natural environment.
She came running up to me and she said, "You're Ranger Lizzie." I thought, I haven't called Ranger Lizzie in a long time. And she said, "You came to my 5th grade class." This was a grown woman, 20 years ago. "And you made me realize how special my grandpa was, because he was a coal miner. And what he did that helped build America." And she said, "I've never forgotten that."
To support the national park, tell your representatives at the state and federal level to do all they can. And you can become a supporting member of the New River Gorge National Park and Preserve Friends Group.
Also, you can volunteer your time as well as your money. We take both because we do a lot of projects in the park, so volunteering time. The other thing you can do is actually pay attention. Be involved in your park. It's yours.
In Fayette County, this is Mike Teeney, Newswatch 4.